This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MCK Global. We're in Kansas City here.
Yeah,
no, we're not in Kansas City, we're in Kansas.
Middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. I keep asking every American I speak to, have you been there before, Gabe?
Nah, man. Never.
What reason would you have to come here unless you were fighting?
That's the only thing, man. Like, when the fight was, when I was told it was going to be in Kansas, I was like, Kansas? Why Kansas? But, I mean, I guess the kid, Nico, has a big following out here, and Brandon Rios is, he's from close by, so I guess it makes sense.
Because originally it was originally it was meant to be in Las Vegas. Then that
I thought it was Atlantic City.
Yeah, but at first,
okay.
Eddie Hearn said that this show was penciled in for Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Then it moved to Atlantic City,
crazy.
Which would have been very handy for you.
Yeah.
Being up
been
the
like
road.
a hometown fight.
Yeah, and then it wound up here.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. A ring's a ring, as they say.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It's kind of funny because being like in Kansas, it kind of, when you're fighting at home, man, you got everybody calling you and people want to know about the rooms and the tickets, and kind of not having to deal with that right now, man. It's kind of a relief. Even though I love my peoples, but
at least if people come here to watch you fight, then they're serious fans.
Oh yeah, man.
Or very close to you.
Yeah, I got people that flew from Los Angeles, my friends, and I got people flying from Philly, so it's love. Yeah.
I want to go back to the original press conference for this fight, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Where this now infamous bet between you and Luis Arias took place. He brought his money the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone counted it to make sure that there was
I guess
10 racks, as you say.
I guess he asked Eddie for an advance. That was his advance money.
Is this bet serious? Is it still on?
It's a serious bet.
Okay.
I mean, I don't got to pull out $10,000 at a press conference to. I mean, it's a legit bet. I shook the man's hand. It's a legit bet. But I mean, what's the point of me having $10,000 in rubber bands? Like, I think you pretty much know I got 10 racks.
It's more of a headache to actually have.
Yeah, like why am I gonna have 10?
Yeah,
why am I gonna have 10 racks on me? But I mean, he got my money, so I'm glad he got my money.
Do you agree to this extra fight for the KO?
I mean, and that's what he wants to do. We could do that. I'm saying it's like, I mean, I don't. It's kind of funny, this whole thing, this whole press conference thing is kind of funny. The way he talks and the way he. I mean, it's like, bro, man, you did this in your last fight, and you folded, man. You folded under pressure, so I don't.
When I interviewed him 2 days ago, I said that the opponents you'd been in was kind of a who's who in the middleweight division, and his response to that was that he believed from your record that you'd only fought one credible opponent that you could call like in that bracket, and that was obviously Triple G.
Yeah. He obviously don't know his boxing. If you look at it, like, man. If you look at it, I fought all the top middleweights. I mean, lost some, won some, you know what I'm saying? Some were horrible decisions, you know what I'm saying? But, Triple G, then I went on to fight J Love, and everybody knows how that played out. And then I went on to fight Peter Quillen, and I was, winning that fight, and, stoppage in the championship rounds due to a cut. But it was a fight where I was, on my way to, I felt like I was going to stop him. I was actually up on the cards as well, but, and then Lemieux, probably the biggest puncher in the middleweight division.
We're good, sir.
Lemieux's probably one of the biggest punchers in the middleweight division. I knocked out Brian Vera. I fought Curtis Stevens. I knocked out Soto Carraz. I mean, I beat Sagoon Powell, Charles Whitaker. Like, come on. I mean, beat Joshua Clottey. I went to Liverpool, fought Martin Murray. Thought I won that one, but it is what it is. My last fight won by knockout. Everybody I fought, as a name is like legit. You know what I'm saying? So he only fought Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then he said he said something about Gabe's a human punching bag. Well, by who? Because you could look at the Triple G fight, a fight that I went up in weight, gave up my #1 ranking to fight Triple G, and it was, I was cut up pretty bad, but, I mean, J Love didn't beat me up. I mean, I put him down. Peter Quillen didn't beat me up. I mean, even when I fought Jamal Charlo, it was years back. You know, I think me and Charlo fought 2013. I think it was. He didn't beat me up. It was kind of a boring fight, if anything. But who beat who? How am I a punching bag? So he just has his whole thing all screwed up, man.
When we look at Gabe Rosado, the things that come to mind is kind of, will pretty much fight anyone.
Yeah.
Always in a war, always in an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
Decisions haven't always gone his way. That's the kind of perception that we have as fans watching someone like you. But how do you want to be remembered when you leave the sport?
Yeah. I think to be known as a guy that fights anybody is a compliment, because, you know, a lot of guys say, "I'll bring it on," but they really don't back it up. I mean, I've really fought the best out there. I think I'm at a point in my career where, like, you know, I'm just like getting better and I'm growing, and obviously those fights could have, you know, they can make me or break me, but I just feel like it just put me in a position where I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collective, like I know what I gotta do. Like, I'm a veteran right now. So, you know, when this kid's popping off and he's acting crazy, it's like, it's kind of funny to me, because I've been there, done that. Like, I already know what he's gonna say before he even says it. I mean, it's like, you know, so I think what I want the fans to see now is Gabe is not just the warrior, you know what I'm saying, but Gabe could fight, he could box. You know what I'm saying? Gabe got skills. And, you know, having a healthy camp, you know, I haven't been healthy all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've gone into fights with tear calf muscles and all types of, you know, injuries and things like that, but, you know, I'm healthy, and I had a really good camp. So I think the fans are going to see, like, you know, the tools, you know what I mean? Just a good boxing lesson.
You fought for the world middleweight title on 2 occasions?
Yeah, Triple G and Peter Quillen.
Peter Quillen. If you were to finish your career without having won a world title, how would that sit with you?
Nah, I got to get a title. I'm saying, like, that's the goal. That's what keeps me hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I think right now I'm in a good situation now with the Zone. The Zone has, you know, Andrade, they got Jacobs, they got Canelo now. So I think this fight right now, they're making it for, I guess, the NABO title or whatever. I mean, I could care less about that belt. No disrespect to it, but, you know, I think it's just a good fight that will put me in a situation to, you know, fight for a world title.
That must be the goal for you for 2019, surely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whether it's Jacobs, whether it's Andrade.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, you know, Jacobs just fought a great fight. That was a really good fight. I was at that fight. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I see flaws in his game, and Andrade, you know, he just got a good win, but, you know, I see holes in his game as well. So, I mean, it's just a really good fight. I mean, this one right here is a good setup. So I'm just focused.
Just going back to Demetrius Andrade, his win over Walter Kautendokwa. Obviously, he was originally meant to face Billy Joe Saunders from the UK, so a fighter that, you know, you've spoken about in the past, and you've been linked with fights with Billy Joe in the past, but situation, circumstances prevented obviously that fight from happening. What did you make of that whole kind of situation with Billy Joe?
I don't even know what he tested positive for. I'm not really educated on whatever it was, so I mean,
oxylofrin.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. But I mean, he failed a drug test, so it's boxing, man. I don't know. Obviously, it must have been something serious, but I think it kind of like is a big setback for him, because it kind of like takes him out of the mix right now. I mean, I'm sure he's suspended.
The WBO, I believe, have given him a 6-month suspension.
Yeah. So here's the thing. He had a major key by having that title, which obviously would have got him fights. Now that he doesn't have a title, I mean, it's just like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What he had, there was, you know, holding on to that belt just put him in the mix so good. Right now, kind of like, you know, no one's really thinking about him right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, it's going to be tough for him to get back.
It was a bit of a grey area situation involving Billy Joe, because the British Board of Control back at home said that Billy Joe hadn't done anything wrong, and also UKAD, the testing agency back in the UK, didn't deem Billy Joe to have done anything wrong. It was VADA that tested Billy Joe.
Okay.
And VADA that obviously gave the findings to the commission.
Okay.
The commission in Boston usually adhere to the WADA code.
Yeah.
This time they hadn't. They'd
Yeah.
gone from what VADA said.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of
It sucks.
a grey area there for,
Yeah.
you know, because there's not one rule. There should be one rule across all governing bodies when it comes to professional boxing.
Pretty much, I'm saying.
So if one, you know, to break it down, if this fight was happening in England, if Andrade was fighting Saunders in England, there wouldn't have been any issue whatsoever.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But the way it is now, being that he doesn't have a title, it kind of like no one's in line to fight Billy Joe.
I suppose he's a fighter that people kind of, you know, he's an awkward customer on his day, Billy Joe, and he's
no Billy Joe. He has skills. Billy Joe can fight. You know what I'm saying, I think Billy Joe was gonna be. I had him favored over Andrade. I thought he would beat Andrade. I mean, so being that he lost the title, I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks for him because, you know, it's kind of like you're gonna have to work your way back up there. So, but I mean, I actually had him possibly beating Andrade. I had him favored in that fight. So, sucks for him.
We'll see how that situation resolves when Billy Joe's back.
Yeah.
Who is Gabe Rosado?
Man, you know.
Who is he?
I think right now, like, I think that's what's bringing everything together is just me figuring things out, you know what I'm saying? Like, having such a crazy career, and I think moving to Los Angeles and the lifestyle, the change and things like that, I think you get caught up in the mix, right? And I think I just put things in perspective once I came back to Philadelphia and got with my trainer. I just told myself, like, what do I want? What do I want to do? I want to win the world title. I want to shock the world. What does it take? I got to change. There's a lot of things I got to change. I got to be more disciplined. I got to be more focused. I got to be more in tune. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think, you know, right now I'm just a man that's focused, a man that knows what he wants. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think you see it like in the conference, you know, when he's popping off. I think me a couple fights ago, I think I probably could have swung at him at the press conference.
You've had your moments in press conferences and weigh-ins before.
Yeah, so, but the thing is, like, I think I'm just so focused at what I want to do that, I mean, it's just maturity, man. It's just growing up and just seeing the big picture, man. And it's like, look, man, if you really want to shock the world, because for me to win a world title, I know the fans are rooting for me. The fans want to see Gabe Rosado win a title. You know what I'm saying? I'm the underdog, right? So, you know, most of the time people root for the underdog. And it's like, you know, I don't want to disappoint the fans. Like, I think about the fans. I think about my family that they fly and spend money to come see me and support me. And I think about that. You know what I'm saying? I got my 2 daughters. So it's just about being mature, man, and just like not being selfish and thinking all about just you, just is putting everything into play, you know, like my kids are involved, like, you know, me winning this fight puts them in a better situation. So I think Gabe Rosado right now is just a man that's on a mission, that's focused, man, that's like knows what he wants. And I mean, I'm not just winging it. I'm not just training and getting ready and whatever and just, you know what I mean? That was my attitude. I just knew I could fight. So I really, you know, I don't know if I was as focused as I should have been in the past. But I had that talk with myself, man, like, what do you got to do that's different now? And it's just like, be in tune, know what you want. And that's where I'm at right now.
Why did you even get into boxing? Do you remember?
Boxing? Why did I get into boxing?
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Philadelphia, I mean, it's like, it's normal to always get in a fight, you know, a street fight. It's like, it's normal. And I was good at it. I always got in fights at school, I mean, on the basketball court, whatever. And I was good. And I was always a fan of the sport. And so I just put 2 and 2 together. So like, man, I'm getting in trouble. I'm caught up here, hanging with the wrong crowd. And I'm like, I could fight. I like boxing. And I just said, man, you know what, let's do this. 18 years old, I said, let's do this. Picked up my first pair of gloves at 18.
It's quite late, really, in a way.
Yeah, it's late. I turned pro at 19.
Yeah.
So I pretty much learned on the job. And, you know.
Did you have an amateur career?
Man, I had 11 fights.
11?
I went open at I think it was my fifth fight. I went open. I fought a guy with like 300 amateur fights in a tournament. It was like, yeah, you know. So at that point, I was just like, man, I'm not going to go far in the amateurs. I might as well go pro. So I told my trainer, let's just go pro. And we went pro. I pretty much was learning on the job. I didn't have a big promoter, or I didn't have a manager putting money behind me. I was working graveyard shifts and shit and training for fights. And so I was fighting guys like Angulo when he was coming up. You know what I mean? Like fighting prospects. I'd pull some upsets and I'd lose some. But that was just the way I was going. I was just learning. And then, you know, I'm here, 32 years old, 13 years later. It's like, you know, I just feel like a vet now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I got to do.
Because I mean, like I said, not just your resume, but your career has been long. It's been brutal.
13-year career, pro career, yeah.
But, you know, talking to you and listening to you, it seems like there's still a lot of unfinished business there in your career.
Yeah, man, it is. Because, you know, like, it is because it's just, you just gotta be in tune with yourself, man. Like, what do you want to do? You just gotta get focused, man. I think being that I started at 18, I turned pro at 19. Yeah, the grind was real, the hustle was real, but at the same time, I had raw talent, and I think I just like took that for granted, or like I would go into fights like, man, I could fight. You know what I'm saying? But like everything else that comes into it, you know, I just didn't have all the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? And I think now in my career, like, you know, being that I'm still relevant, I'm still healthy, now it's like, okay, I get this. Like, I need this piece, I need this piece. And at this point, it's like putting everything together to kind of like get flowing, you know?
What would you say was the most negative thing that you'd learned in your 13-year pro career?
The most negative thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. I guess, like, I don't know, man. I don't, like, the game is, you know, boxing it could be a shiesty business.
Yeah.
But you got to be smart. So, you know, you got to be smart. But I don't know, man. I think anything that didn't go my way, man, I'll take full blame for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I got robbed, even whatever. Because I believe in the type of energy you put into things. You know what I'm saying? If you're not putting the right energy into something, fucked up shit happens. And, you know, maybe fights that didn't go my way, maybe the camp wasn't the right energy. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't as focused as I should have been. Did I win the fight? Yeah, but I wasn't. Everything just wasn't aligned in the way it should have.
But that's the right attitude to have, because we hear a lot of fighters always pin it on an outside reason.
I don't do that no more, because it's like, it is what it is. I think it's just figuring that out within myself. Like, you know what, man? All right, that happened, but, you know, you probably wasn't living right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put the right energy into a camp. Everything got to be right, and everybody around you got to be right. And I think once everything's flowing that way, you know what I'm saying, good things come to you. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, that's why me and Billy are just flowing right now. We got a good vibe. Billy, my trainer. And that's just why I feel so calm, so cool, so confident going into this fight, because, like, I did everything I got to do. Like, I don't feel like I ain't slack in camp. I ain't cheating camp. I ain't do nothing like that, because I know what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep repeating the same thing over and over and expect a different result. You know what I'm saying? You got to change something. You got to look into what you were doing and, all right, what can I do different? I mean, I obviously got to do something different, because I can't do the same thing and expect a different result. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Friday night.
Yeah,
your
man.
normal Friday night plans are just stay in your room.
Yeah, just chill. I'll probably eat again.
Yeah.
Go eat some more. And just chill, man. Just calm and cool, man. Just like enjoying the moment. And I think that's another thing, man. You got to enjoy the moment. I think sometimes fighters get caught up in thinking what's ahead. That's why when they bring up the possibility of Canelo and Jacobs, all right, that's cool. That's cool, but right now I got Luis Arias in front of me.
That's a media thing, though, isn't it?
It's a media thing, and yeah, I'll play with it, but at the end of the day, I'm not I'm truly not thinking about Canelo. I'm truly not thinking about Jacobs. I'm not thinking about no one. I'm just in the moment. I'm enjoying good old Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can worry about that Sunday morning.
yeah, you know, like I'm just chilling. I'm in Kansas. I'm enjoying the moment. We made the weight. We good. And I'm chilling, man. And I'm going to go in the ring, and I'm just gonna enjoy every moment. And I'm just be in the moment. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself. Like, I gotta win this fight. Like, if I don't win this fight, like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just going into this fight. Like, this is my job. This is what I do. I'm gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm going into the fight. Like, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm not gonna put that pressure on me that I have to win. Like, nah, I'm gonna go in there and have fun. That's what I'm gonna do.
Good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabe, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
No doubt.
I think, no, last time I saw you was in Liverpool for the Martin Murray fight.
Yeah.
The last time I sat down with you in America was actually in Dallas when you fought with
Dallas.
Monroe.
Yeah.
That was in your hotel room again.
Yeah.
I remember.
You know, I had a tear calf muscle in that fight.
And you gave me a
Remember, I had the long blue tights.
Yeah.
And, it's crazy, man.
2 years ago?
Huh?
That was 2 years ago?
You know what the mistake was going into that fight? The mistake was, I said, man, I can't turn down this fight because at that time, Golden Boy had put in my contract that my next fight would be Canelo, X amount of money. And I was thinking about what's ahead rather than that.
Hence your attitude now. Yeah.
And I said, man, you know, Willie ain't much. I could beat Willie with a torn calf muscle. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking ahead. If I'd have been smart, I'd have said, all right, man, you got to tear your calf muscle, bro. You can't fight. But, you know, I just kind of like chalked it up. I said I could do it. And it is what it is, man. But I'm good. I'm here now. I'm still, you know what I mean? And I got a shot, so it's all good.
Okay, no problem. Yes, Gabe, best of luck tomorrow night.
No doubt.
Hopefully we'll catch a word with you after your fight.
All right, cool, man.
And just listen, looking forward to a great fight. May you both just come out the ring safe, and that's it.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Thank you very much.